Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nakiato here. Following along with that whole vlog thing that I want to do, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. Blech, words. Sometimes they come out of my mouth properly. So, I wanted to talk about what I plan on doing with the channel. So one of the things that I did was I went ahead and I started getting parts. I got this camera. I got this nice processor. It's a Core i7 97K. Been battling this autofocus for like 20 minutes now. Panasonic, not necessarily the best at autofocus, but hey, I like the video. I spent some time trying to figure out how to get my XLR microphones and everything to work with this camera. So I fiddled around with a bunch of cables that I had laying around and things along those lines, and I built this monstrosity here. In fact, just for giggles, I'll go ahead and record it on my phone just to show you guys what it looks like. So, this, my microphone, connected to a stand. There's the camera. Camera is connected to that. My streaming setup that I used to have. So my mixer and everything like that. And then my little tablet that's connected to the camera via Wi-Fi. Because, you know, the future, it's awesome. So I'm figuring all of this out. I'm learning all of this stuff. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing it. I got a lens for the camera to try and like blur the background just a little bit. You know, the whole bokeh effect that people seem to like a lot. I've built an entire list of everything that I want. And that consists of the entire computer setup, that it consists of the desk that I'm planning on getting, the chair, the wheels for said chair, because, you know, tile floor, those crappy wheels make tons of noise. So I'm starting to figure everything out. Now, you might hear a little bit of an echo in this room, specifically from this microphone. And that's also something that I'm trying to figure out as well. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do noise isolation. Been looking at the sheets, the big comforter looking things that you just hang up on stands. I've been talking to some audiophiles that build insulated, like just standing walls. Those are a bit pricey though. Those are like roughly $150 for all of the parts to build, maybe like 6 or so 32 by 42 boards that go into this insulation. And it looks really cool. And apparently they actually work really well. But, you know, trying to figure out some kind of budget here, because the computer already takes up a ton of it. And so far, this setup here already cost quite a bit too. So, and with this setup, this doesn't even do everything that I need it to do. I can't play any games. I can't do any of that jazz. But I'm figuring it out. So hopefully, after I have this game plan completely set up, then I can start going for everything. Then after that, when I have everything and I have the whole setup and whatnot, what comes after that? Well, I've been thinking about that a little bit too. I don't want to just do random streams and random videos like I talked about in the previous vlog. I want to focus on quality, and that's something that I wasn't doing before. I really want to do that this time. This is kind of like a second chance for myself, and I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to do the best that I can. So I've been trying to think about specific things to do to narrow down the types of videos that I would make. Now, a lot of you guys, Firefall veterans and everything, you guys like those videos. You guys love those videos. I want to do that type of stuff again. You guys are a community of mine. You guys let me in, and, I love you guys. So the whole Ember thing, because I'm still there kind of, sort of, when I can be. If you guys don't know, Ember, spiritual successor, person that's creating it, Mark Kern, was the guy that was the original director of Firefall, all that jazz. I'm thinking about making a bunch of videos of that. Pre-development, Kickstarter, every step of the way up until release, and then after release, guides and so on and so forth. But not just like, let's go play. If I want to play stuff, I think I'm just going to stream it. I'm not going to put it as videos on YouTube. For YouTube specifically, what I want to do is I want to stick to those guides and things like that. Because that was me. That was something that I was good at and I like doing. So I want to keep doing that. But going along with that, there's other things that I want to do too. I don't want to just be like, hey, that Firefall guy, or hey, in the future, if I wind up finishing all of this, that Ember guy. I want something more. So I've come up with a couple different ideas. The different ideas are, I would love to do just some basic unboxing and reviewing of stuff. Now, I know tons of people already do it and so on and so forth. Now, that may be true, but I am also a very honest and blunt person. So I would tear shit apart and I'd be happy doing it. So I'm thinking about doing that for like gaming related stuff. The chair that I was talking about getting, not necessarily a gamer chair, but hey, we all spend a lot of time in front of computers and so on and so forth. So it doesn't really have a ton of reviews for the one that I want to get. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. And screw those racing chairs. It's not one of those damn racing chairs. It's the actual office chair. If you can't tell, I'm still dressed in my office stuff from work. So actually, speaking of that too, I think I'm just going to keep on wearing my work stuff for videos when I do videos. Not to say I want to look all professional and whatnot, but it is kind of the majority of what my wardrobe is now. So I guess having one of those professional jobs and whatnot kind of does that to you. So whatever, I guess I'll start doing that just to see how that works for me. Then one of the other things that I want to start doing is I want to start doing more stuff with the kids and things like that. So kids are huge to me, 4 going on 5 of the little buggers now. So, and yes, I said buggers, not the other one. I want to start doing stuff with them. So like I have the Nintendo Switch, some Super Smash Brothers with them, all just killing each other and everything. Maybe some teams, which actually the teams would probably wind up being me versus all of them, and I might have to throw the game for them. But stuff like that would be fun for me. I would really enjoy stuff like that. Now, I know I said I was going to do all of the Let's Play Games thing on like Twitch or something like that, live stream that stuff. Yes, that's something that I want to do. But when it comes to the kids, I think what I want to do is I want to have all of us play, and then I just want to snip out the good parts and just take the good parts and then put those up just to see and just to show people what it's like to raise gamers. And then there's some other ideas floating around in my head, but those aren't really solidified yet. Mostly it's just making video guides, and not just for games, but for other stuff too. Like for what I did for here, connecting my mixer to my XLR mic, to my camera, to all that jazz. Because pretty much everything that I could find online when it came to connecting XLR microphones to cameras all wound up being all of these like $100 or so peripherals and yada, yada, yada. Which, yes, if you're going to be doing out in the field work with these types of cameras, cool. But if you're not, and you're doing more studio in-house stuff like this, dude, an actual soundboard, I think, winds up being a better choice, in my opinion, because it just has so much more to offer than just those simple little $100 or so connectors that you have to throw batteries into and whatnot and slap onto your tripod. Like, those are a pain. I don't want that. I want to have the ability to be able to mix my audio as well as connect it to a nice camera. And this seems to work. I'll be able to tell post-production with this and all that jazz, but once I start to figure all of this out, I would like to start making videos on that, and then anything else that I wind up figuring out too. Because looking back, those were the most popular videos for me, were the guides on how to set things up, like how to set up Skype with a soundboard, whether that be a physical one or, it's the computer one with, can't remember the name of the program right now. A bit ashamed of myself. Quite like that program. It's been a while since I've used my PC, seeing as how I don't have it anymore, which is why I'm building one. But stuff like that is fun for me. So I want to do stuff like that again. And at the end of the day, like that's really why you want to make videos, right? You want to have fun. You want to take this thing that you're good at and share it and have fun doing it. For a while there, I felt like I had to make videos, so I kind of just put everything up that I possibly could. And you could kind of tell. And I don't want to do that. I want to actually have fun and put out good content. So that's what I'm focusing on now. Now, I feel like I've been ranting at this camera for a good while now. Hey, it says 13 minutes on my little monitor that I showed you. Ha. Well, I guess that shield that I purchased wound up being useful for something. Not so much playing games. I've learned that I don't like mobile games. No. Strictly actual video games. So, but I'm going to get out of here because I need to go to sleep. Because it is past 11 here and I've got to wake up early to go to work and do more overtime. Woo! All of the overtime. I'm dying here. Also, new kid coming very, very soon. Very soon. So hopefully I can get all the kiddos and whatnot this Friday, show you all of the kids, show you the family and everything before the new little one pops out. Her name's going to be Grace. And then I can introduce you to everybody. And then after, Grace comes, I can introduce you to her. Because I know I'm going to take 1,000,000 pictures of her with this camera. Just you watch, because she's going to be tiny. I love little squishies. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good night, day, whatever it is in your time zone. Take care.